everyone, welcome back to the channel. I've missed you a lot. As you know, well, probably, I moved cities and houses, and it's been quite a while since I actually did a video. So, I've decided what a better way to come back than, doing a reading, a collective reading about the abundances that will come to you in the month of July. I've already picked out the Nine of Cups out of my 3 decks here, and this one and this one are new ones that I've gotten. So I will show them to you a little bit later, but first off, I would like to say, take 3 deep breaths. Exhale. Alright, if you've calmed your mind, then feel free to pick the pile that calls out to you the most. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. In case you need a little bit more time doing deep breaths and picking a pile, feel free to pause the video and come back when you're ready. So, I will show you the bracelets with the stones. Here you go. Hope you can see it. This is pile number 3. I don't know why I picked it up on the back way. Alright, pile number 2. With the small little crystals, with the small little deck. That was unintentional actually. And pile number 1 with a little bit of a bigger crystal. So yeah, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Feel free to pick the one that you like the most. And we'll do oracle cards. We'll do your doors. The doors of divinity. And once you've picked a pile, you can just skip the video to your pile if you'd like, or listen to all of them. That's your choice. I will shuffle your cards and oracle cards, and we'll get started. Hello to everyone that picked pile 1. With the bracelet with the slightly bigger crystals. I'm sorry if you hear any noises. My cat decided that now is the best time to run around the apartment. So, you picked the Nine of Cups from the Tarot Illuminati. And we'll just leave it over here so it has the energy flowing. Alright, well, first things first, let me pick your oracle cards. We'll be using the Paradise Found Oracle. I think I used it in some of my past videos actually, so I'm still sort of obsessing over it because it's really pretty. So yeah, here we go. I'll try to shuffle the cards in front of the camera. See what happens. What abundance is coming for pile number 1 in the month of July? Interesting. What abundance is coming over for pile number 1 in July? Oop. I feel like a lot of things are coming over for you actually. Ever since I picked the card out, it's been an energy of just so many things gathering, and I think this is your card. Maybe I should pick one more. I feel like I should pick one more. Honestly, I'm going in this reading without a plan, so we'll see how that works out. And I have another one for you. Alright, thank you. Let me put them away. We'll get you a door. Divine door. Alright, what abundance is coming in for pile number 1 in the month of July? And you have one already. Let me put those away. I feel like like one isn't more than enough. Okay. So, the last deck we're using is actually a deck I've never ever used before, even though I've had it for quite a while. It's the Past Life Oracle, though it was gifted to me and I'm not exactly sure how that will go. It doesn't have a booklet or anything, so we'll just use it for the keywords. Let me shuffle that for you. What abundance is coming in for pile number 1 in the month of Oop? Alright, well, you got one. I think that's more than enough for your oracle cards. Okay, well, let's see what you got. Just a second though, sorry. My cat was trying to jump on the table. So, I feel like we should begin with the bottom one. Let's see. You've got the Mother, number 4. Here's your card. Let's put it over here for a second. And your second one is Perfection. How nice. With number 23. 23. Let's put it over here. I wonder if you'll be able to see them. Okay, I'm just gonna pick them up and just move them to you when I talk about them. Since I'm holding this one, we'll use it. Male, female. Interesting. I wonder if you can see it okay. I'm gonna put this one over here. I feel like, yeah, you can sort of see it. I'll move them around to figure out the best way. And this is the door that came out for you. It's a sort of modern house type of a door, you know, because the deck has anything from ancient doors to modern ones, and this is one of the more modern ones with number 42 right over here. But I feel like I should leave the message of the door for a little bit later. So I'm just gonna, no, you know what? I'm gonna put it over here. You can still see it. It's still going to be relevant, but I need a little bit more space for the tarot cards, which I'll be shuffling right now. And by the way, the birds outside decided that right now is the best possible time to screech and flock, so you might be getting some kind of news fairly soon, if not right now. So yeah, here's your tarot deck, the Tarot Illuminati. Beautiful one of my newer ones, honestly. So yeah, let's see what tarot has in store for you. I don't know if I'm holding it backwards. I've shuffled all of my decks so they don't have reversals. If anything is supposed to come out reversed, it will do it on its own. So yeah, without further ado, let's shuffle your tarot deck. What abundance is coming in pile 1's life in the month of July? What abundance is coming in pile 1's life in the month of July? Spirits, universe, if you'd like to enlighten the people that picked pile number 1. I feel like this one is meant to come out. Let's keep going. What abundance is coming in pile 1's life in the month of July? This one, I feel this one, those, oh, there's so many. Nah, I feel this one, and that one. I feel that's all of it. Okay. Let me put them to the side just for a moment here. All right, you've got quite a lot of cards. Let's see what you got. So the first card you have is the 8 of Swords. I'm gonna try to put them over here. All right, second card that you have is the 10 of Pentacles. third card that you got, the Tower. Interesting. Now, let's see. How can we put them so they can fit in the screen? Okay, next card, Three of Cups. I feel like you have a gathering. You know, it's been coming up in the reading for a while now. You might be receiving a gift while you're celebrating something. It's actually been spinning around the energy for a bit now. But we'll see, we'll see. I won't rush. It's fine. Let me put it here. Now we have 2 cards left. I feel like I should open this one first. Two of Pentacles. Will you see them if I put it here? I feel like you will. And the last one, the King of Cups. So, let me just check something real fast. You have 1 major arcana, and it is the Tower. That's not something bad. We're doing a reading about abundance. So, I feel like I should move them around a little bit though. Just give me a second. You do have to find some sort of a balance because I keep adjusting the cards and I just keep thinking that I don't like how they're put. So maybe you should also find the balance and about something that you feel like you don't like or you don't feel comfortable with. Believe me, you'll find the comfort that you seek. All right, I'm just gonna leave them like this for a little bit and I'm gonna move your door over here. That way I feel like everything is okay for now. Unless I decide to change them over again. But enough about the changing. Let's start on with your reading. Okay, so what abundance is coming into your life in the month of July? First things first, that's been popping up quite a bit, like I mentioned, is finding the balance in something, because in the last 2 to 3 months, maybe that's the time span I'm feeling, but you can take it with a grain of salt. It could be different for everybody as this is a group reading. Take whatever resonates for you, leave the rest. But yeah, in the last 2 to 3, maybe 3 to 4 months, because there is a lot of that appearing here, I feel like you've been striving to make something perfect, like fighting almost to make it perfect, and to try to balance out, to even out some parts of your life. And I feel like you've been kind of upset that it's not working out exactly in the way that you want it to be. But don't worry about it. You will have a reason to celebrate, right? Let's see. Let me take in the energy first. You are a pretty detail-oriented person. And that's why details always kind of bother you along the way. And when it comes to abundance, I feel like maybe if you strive for the utmost of perfection and maybe to seem perfect actually in somebody's eyes, because that's another thing I'm getting, so maybe it will resonate for some of you. Don't try to be hyper perfect in somebody else's eyes. It's important that you are satisfied with what you do and what you have, all things considered. Because we have the mother figure, we have the male female, which I usually associate with family. You know, like I said, this is the first time I'm using this deck, but I do have a feeling it kind of represents the people that are obstacles around you right now. Because you have, look, in all of the cards on this row, you are surrounded by stuff and people and chaos, if I might add, which is not a bad thing. I'm mentioning it because it kind of seems like your abundance is getting split between all of those people's attention. And this is why I was saying, don't try to be perfect in other people's eyes, and don't try to, impress them and give them a lot of things. It's fine to give people when there is a reason, like a birthday present, a Christmas present, and you're just such a kind person that you probably like to give a lot. But just keep in mind that we're speaking about your abundance. And I feel like abundance has been trying to come into your life for quite a bit. And it has been coming into your life. If you do a little bit of a retrospection, you might kind of feel like something came in your life, but it quickly kind of wiggled away and went into somebody else's hands, maybe. And I don't mean like they took your abundance. No, it's like you gave from your abundance in order to make somebody else happy, which is really noble of you. But just keep in mind that sometimes you have to take care of yourself, your own abundance. Enough about this. I'm probably gonna come back to it a little bit later, but again, let's talk about the abundance that's coming into our life now in July. So some of you, like I mentioned, I think before, will be receiving a gift, either from a friend or from a mother, or maybe a father. I don't know, it depends. A family member or a really close friend. So you've been giving and giving, and they've been receiving and everything. But right now, it's your turn to receive. So open your hands and gratefully and graciously, and whatever the other words are, just open your arms and receive all of the gifts coming in with a warm embrace, is what I'm wanting to tell you right now. Because your efforts and your kindness have been noticed and appreciated too, because some of the people you've been nice to, you've given to, and you've helped, they've been in a dire need for this help. So now, for your kindness, you're receiving great abundance. While you're receiving abundance of celebrations, and that kind of makes me think about abundance of food, abundance of just the necessities in life, which we kind of tend to take for granted. But honestly, it's a big blessing to have those things in your life. So you're receiving an abundance of that, of material things that are needed and they're essential for your life. But you're also receiving abundance of support, which could come in a financial way, but also a support from family and friends and even pets. But I feel like this support is coming in from both ends, like the living and the dead. So you're having some dead relatives, probably like ancestors. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the word. Well, ancestors and stuff just peeking in your life and telling you something along the lines of, hey, I've been watching you for a while and you've impressed me greatly. So now, let me give you a little gift to sort of, thank you for being so kind. And my cat came over here. Right, you might be getting a visitor pretty soon. If you feel uncertain about whether or not you should take the gifts, or whether or not you are actually surrounded by people that love you, for which I'm sorry if you feel like that, but you are greatly loved, and this is the other abundance you're receiving. Signs of great love. I feel like in your life in general, financial abundance won't be something that you miss. It will come pretty naturally, and maybe you would do good if you balance it, like keep it where it comes back flowing. There is nothing wrong with giving to others, but make sure that you don't give absolutely everything you have. Over giving and oversharing doesn't do you justice, just so you know. Okay. Usually the tower is associated with stuff falling apart, surprises. I feel like in this setup, the tower doesn't represent any bad surprises or something falling apart, even though I did mention quite a few times that you should be looking for some kind of a balance in your life between oversharing, overgiving, stuff like that. But in this case, the surprise you're receiving is a good one. It's a surprise that will bring you calmness, it will bring you feelings of security, and also quite a bit of happiness. I feel like for some of you, because this feels really specific, there is an old lady popping up here. This lady is just giving the warmest smile, and she is telling you, don't worry about us or me not being around you anymore. It's been a short time, but you're doing great, and they're saying that they'll just keep on loving you no matter where they are. So to whoever this message is, you should know that this lady, she loves you so much, and she will continue to support you throughout your whole life, and maybe even after that. You never know. But she is a really clear image that popped up, so it is extremely specific for someone that will hear this message. But you shouldn't give up because this person is gone. They want you to keep going, and not only that, they will keep giving you opportunities in life to meet more people, to find your true happiness, and to never be alone, to be always surrounded by friends, is what I'm picking up. Okay, all right. Let's come back to the more group reading now. I feel like whoever was meant to receive this message received it. You never know what pops up with these kind of seances, because it is a seance. Right. Some of you are preparing to go for a travel. You're going somewhere where you weren't initially very excited to be, but now you're just getting more and more excited and packing things and thinking like, what should I pack? What more can I bring? And let me tell you, don't bring too many things, because you will want to buy a lot of souvenirs from where you're going, or maybe you'll bring a lot of things back. So this is another abundance you're receiving next month. Well, this month actually, yeah, today is the 1st. And also, how convenient, the 1st, the new beginning. That is amazing. Okay, I feel like we'll do a little intermission here. I'll check the numbers that you've gotten. You have number 2, number 3. Again, repeating over here in the 23. Oh. Sorry, my cat just knocked over almost everything I had around me. Well, anyway, yeah. Number 2, number 3, number 4. It's a kind of gradually going up, which is a good sign also. When numbers are moving up, it means that you're progressing, you're coming out of a ditch if you've been in one, and you will get a sense of security, because the finishing number of the gradual elevation is the number 4, which is associated with a stable home, stable life, just calmness, time for a break. And you're getting that. You're stepping into a month where you feel like it's time to relax a little bit, you know. And then you have number 8, number 9, and number 10, which is another ladder of going up numbers. And they are the abundance numbers. So maybe what I'm getting here is that you will receive the most abundance by the end of the month. Like it's gradually going to start happening to snowball, like the snowball effect, just tumbling, you know, more and more abundance, and you'll get the culmination by the end of the month of July. So just be prepared. It's like it's not trying to shower you in abundance out of nowhere and catch you unprepared. It's going to give you little by little so you can prepare yourself and feel like it's not that stressful of a change. So yeah, such a nice energy. Like financial abundance, abundance of love, abundance of calm, abundance of celebrations and friends, just abundance of everything that's like most important in people's lives. Abundance of opportunities too. And I feel like maybe if it came to you in a little bit of an earlier period of time, you wouldn't have appreciated as much. You wouldn't have appreciated it as much, is what I meant to say. So now is the perfect divine timing in which you're receiving all of the gifts prepared and really intricately wrapped for you, so you can appreciate them the most. And so nothing gets left out, nothing gets left unnoticed. Okay, so I feel like I should open the door now. Let's come back to your door and let's see what it has to tell you. Inner power. By your own command, you brought yourself here at this moment in life. You have nothing to fear. And this interlines a lot with the other message I felt, where the surprises you're getting are not scary, they're not bad. You're perfectly capable of receiving them and moving forward with them. And I'm proud of you. And your ancestors and grandparents and parents and whoever else loves you so deep, they're also really proud of you for getting where you are. You have the inner power. And even by just saying to yourself, I accept these gifts and I'm moving forward, things will work out perfectly for you. But because everybody is worried that you might take it a little bit more stressful, or maybe you feel like it wasn't something that you wanted, or it's kind of accompanied by some kind of feeling like this, that's why the gifts, the blessings, the abundance, it's coming in step by step into your life, into the month, and it will keep rolling in slowly but surely, even in the next months. It's not just the month of July for you. It's coming in slowly so it doesn't stress you out. It's coming in slowly so you feel reassured and you feel like this is the perfect timing that abundance could have come into your life. So let's leave the open door here. Let's see if I pick up anything else before we finish off. You are climbing a ladder, you know, metaphorically speaking. For you, this might kind of come out of the abundance subject, but I feel like you should know. You've come a long way. Everybody is proud of you. You should give yourself more credit. And the other thing is, the ladder you're climbing will go way past your wildest dreams and imagination. You're receiving, wow, you're receiving like either big fame or big money or just anything and everything in a combination. I'm really happy for you, and you should know you're never alone. Not in a bad way. You just never feel lonely because you're never alone. If you turn around and ask, speak in your voice, just say like, I'm kind of, feeling lonely. I'm kind of not feeling okay. Just can someone that loves me come around and give me a hug? I don't know. If you feel like this is something that would help you, do it. Do it, but don't give up. Don't stop trying. You're on the right way. Keep going. All right. I feel like that is everything that I could pull out to tell you right now. This was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and take whatever resonates, leave the rest. Take timing with a grain of salt, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello to everyone who chose pile number 2. If you've picked this 9 of cups and the bracelet with the little tiny binsy crystals, which I hope you can see, you're welcome to hear your reading. I shall put the card over here like I did for pile number 1. Oop. And we'll be using the Squid Cake Tarot. These pink cute little cards. But let me put them to the side for a second and let me pick up your oracle cards. For the oracle cards, we're using Paradise Found, the one I've been using quite a lot in my other videos as well. Let's see, we shall start with this one. What abundance is coming in the month of July for pile number 2? Feel this one and that one. I feel like that's enough, yeah? Let me put them to the side. Now I will pick out one of those for you. Like I mentioned in the past pile, I've never used this deck. It was gifted to me before, but we're using it for keywords, so let's see what comes out for you. What abundance is coming in the month of July for pile number 2? I feel like this is your card. We shall put it here. By the way, the brown cards are the past life oracle. Yeah, past life oracle. Last oracle card that we can pick out are the divine doors. So let's see what divine door is opening for you. What abundance will pile number 2 receive in the month of July? What abundance will pile number 2 receive in the month of July? I feel like this is your door. Beautifully white. All right, let me put those to the side. And we'll shuffle the tarot cards a little bit later, and we'll leave the door for the last. I'll put it over here so you can see it. Right, we'll open this one last as well. Well, last of the oracle cards, that is. So let's see. The first oracle card that you got is Transformation, with the number 36, with the Incan pyramids and the sunrise. Really interesting. So let's put it over here for now. The second oracle card that you receive is the Holy Grail. with the number 21. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention this in pile 1, but if you want me to read from the booklets on any of the oracle cards or the tarot cards even, feel free to leave it in the comments down below and I will make sure to incorporate it in the next reading. So yeah, let's see your past life card. You have communal living, yeah, communal living. Let's put it over here for now. I have a feeling they're kind of far away, but I mean, it works. We need more space for the cards. Which brings us to the tarot shuffling with the cake, cake tarot. All right, let's begin. What abundance is coming in pile number 2's life in the month of July? Oop. We have one, thank you. That is the second one I see. That is the third one, and it kind of pulled this one along. This one also resonates for you, and this one in particular, and those two, and that's it. Because if I keep going, we won't have any space for them. Let's put them to the side, and let's see what you got. Your first tarot card is the Ace of Pentacles, or in this case, Ace of Coins. How nice. Let's put it over here. Your second card is the Nine of Pentacles. Lots of pentacles. Your third card is the Four of Wands. The next card is Death. Okay. Then you have the Five of Cups. And also the Seven of Wands. The Six of Coins, or Pentacles again. And the last card is the Four of Swords. No fear, everything's fine. We can pull them closer to you so you can see them better, along with the door. And now we even pull this one closer for you. Alright, I feel like you can see all of them. So, let's begin your reading. First off, let me tell you that the energy of this pile is one that I feel like is really closely related to, again, the emotions of other people. And I will say this once and not mention it again because I don't want to be annoying, but you can hear pile number 1 because it did have a section about kind of relying and giving too much on other people, but that's all I'm gonna say. So let's feel the energy and let's begin. What abundance is coming into your life in the month of July? Hope you don't mind my hand over here just kind of waving. You know, it didn't bother me that much before, so I think the energy here is sort of making me say that. And in this case, let me tell you, don't be bothered what other people might think. If you're receiving abundance, take your abundance. Take it and enjoy it to the fullest. It doesn't matter what other people think about your abundance. They have their own. Leave them do their own thing, Don't base your happiness or your life on the importance of what the other people think about you, your abundance, your life, your anything really. And if they tell you, oh, you shouldn't accept this because either you're not worth it or you're not ready for it, well, push them to the side. Tell them, no, go away, go watch your own lane, water your own grass. My grass is green enough. Like, I'm ready. I'm taking this abundance now. And you will do the right thing to do that. Okay, so there is a big abundance destined to come into your life, and it will happen slowly. It won't just pile on you from nothing. It is based on a lot of the hard work you've put in, kind of working on yourself, and you've done a good job. You've worked hard, and you should be proud of yourself. The transformation you're going through, and you have transformation twice, it's a big factor in your life. The more you work on yourself, improving yourself, and also, having a higher self-esteem, because it seems like it's really important for you, the more it reflects on the things that you receive in life. So just remember that, because it is important. You are blessed to receive knowledge and to receive good things. I feel like this pile is more on the kind of spiritual side, maybe. Like, you're meant to know a lot of things regarding the spiritual world, but it feels like you haven't dabbled in it, or if you do, you try to hide it from the people around you. It feels like you don't feel safe doing that. So maybe one of the abundance you're getting is you are getting a ton of knowledge on this subject, and it shouldn't have anything to do with what other people think about that. This knowledge is meant for you, and if you don't take it, it will just poof, disappear. No one else will get to know it, Maybe your role is to share the knowledge, teach other people, but that is for you to decide. Okay, keep transforming yourself. Keep maybe leaving people that hurt you behind. You don't have to be mean. It doesn't have to be bad. You can just, one day wake up and be like, well, I feel like I had enough, so I'm moving on. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna be happy. Everything's gonna be fine. I am changing for the better. So I need more positive, spiritual even people in my life. And so I can be pushed forward, move forward, and raise my vibration even. For some of you, I feel like abundance in the financial realm is coming, because I feel like for this pile, financial abundance is the thing that you mostly insist on receiving, or that is what mostly will come your way anyway, but it is related, like really thinly related to you moving somewhere to live alone or to live with people you pick. It feels like you don't really enjoy living in the communal way, like just with the current people that you live with. You might love them, you might think nothing bad of them, but the abundance that's coming is ushering you to just go on your way, like improve, like move up one step, and you're not leaving those people behind for eternity. You shouldn't be afraid of that. You can always go back and visit them if you wish to do that. And it will not impact your abundance or your development in any way. If anything, moving and maybe not just moving randomly, like out of nowhere, like planning it and doing it so you can gain more knowledge, or yeah, actually moving to study in a different city. That is one thing you could do, and it's for your benefit. But yes, you're receiving a gift of money, a really big gift of money, because you have the Ace and the Nine of Pentacles. And it is impressive enough to let you live on your own. So even if you don't want to do that, the whole comparison to have enough money to live on your own would be enough to give you sort of the image of how much money you're receiving. And also the Six of Pentacles here mentions about, in this case, you receiving this money because you've given a lot before that. Now, the Seven of Wands and the Five of Cups here speaks of disappointment based on maybe not receiving what exactly you wanted, or maybe something being taken away from you, at least in your eyes. Like, you think something was taken away from you, or maybe the things that you receive were taken away from somebody else, and I feel like this resonates more. And why were they taken away? To stop the person from doing something unsavory, something that they're not meant to be doing. So you shouldn't feel bad, again, if you learn somehow that the money you're receiving was taken, or, you know, it was somebody else's, maybe inheritance. Don't feel bad. And they have no right to tell you that, hey, you took my money, you took my inheritance. Nope, it was given to you, you received it. And it was all done because that was meant to happen. And don't worry about the other person. They will receive in a due time their just payment, I guess you could say that. They just need to step back and think on stuff. They need to realign their mindset, the least, because the reason they lost whatever you're receiving is because they didn't appreciate it. They didn't plan to use it for something useful or good, and they need to step back and reflect on their actions. So if this applies to you somehow, what I'm saying, and you've lost something because you didn't appreciate it or because you didn't use it the right way, it is coming back to you. If you've reflected, if you've decided, what was wrong before that, if you found the mistake and fixed it, it is coming back to you. It's turning a circle. It's just coming in. And if you do the same mistakes, it will leave again, and then it will come again. And this cycle will repeat itself until you understand how exactly it goes. All right, let's see what else. Okay. You might be called to share some of your abundance with a family member or a friend, or I don't know. For some of you, I feel like it's even someone you don't know. It's a person you've never met in your life. You're called to give a small portion of what you receive to help out someone that's in need, someone that might need it for health reasons or for food or general sustenance in life. So maybe that's another thing. If you receive a lot of money, just know it will be enough for you. It will last So if somebody is in need, you could spare a little bit of this money. You could give it to them to help them not end up, you know, not end up in a bad situation. Let's put it this way. So don't be greedy. I know you guys aren't. I'm just saying it like this because it is the message that's popping up. Maybe somebody needed to hear that. And if that's not you, then good on you. If you like to help people, I feel like the beginning of the reading where I said oversharing, overgiving isn't the best. That is, you know, find the balance, give as much as you feel they need. Well, actually, give as much as they need. Not too much, but not less. It should be balanced. And don't worry about it, because if you've done the right thing, the money will come back to you. It is a cycle, like I said. You pick the right decision, you give it, it comes back. You know? So you shouldn't be afraid of that. And if it takes a little bit longer to come into your hands, also don't feel disappointed. It doesn't mean that it's gone forever. It means that it is waiting the divine timing to repeat itself, to come back. And now I feel like it's the perfect time to open the door and see what message it has for you. The white doors. Let's see if we can sort of, yeah, there you go. It focused. Let's flip the doors and see what they have to tell you. A moment's joy. Send through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of the heart's will. It resonates really well with what I mentioned before that. This blessing that's coming to you is not just a moment's joy. It's something that repeats itself. It's a cycle that will keep coming back to you, because an hourglass is something you can flip, right? In case the sand is at its finishing point, you flip the hourglass. That's how it works. So, when you feel like the blessing is coming to its end, you flip it, you give. You don't wait to receive, you give. And this way you renew the cycle and you keep receiving. This moment could last forever if you trust it in your heart. So trust your heart, enjoy and be grateful for what you receive. Don't be afraid to give, and the cycle will reset itself. It will keep coming back to you. Keep this in your mind. And I feel like this was your reading. I do hope it resonated to you, and if something didn't resonate, then leave it. Maybe it was meant for somebody else. The birds outside are really loud. I'm sorry about that. But you need to listen, maybe that's what your spirit guides are saying. Because when the birds are really loud, it means you have to listen. Maybe somebody will give you good advice. Maybe you have to listen to this reading. But you've already done that, so check the list. All right, thank you for listening. Take whatever resonated, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello to everyone that picked pile number 3 with the Deviant Moon Tarot and the Chalcedonite bracelet. I think that's what it's called in English. This stone is actually really precious to me because it's the stone that brings you happiness, and it's really interesting how they combine each other. It's like the first thing, before I even pull your oracle cards, before I even pull your other tarot cards, I'm just gonna tell you that you're in for a big blessing of happiness. Your wishes are getting granted, so good on you. Let me put this to the side for now, right over here. I'm just gonna push the bracelet a little bit so we can fit the other cards. And we shall begin with your oracle cards. And we're using this deck, the Paradise Found. I've used it quite a bit in my videos. I still really like it. It's just really relatable. It does a good job. So, what abundance is coming in the month of July for pile number 3? Universe, Spirit Guides, what abundance is coming in for pile number 3 in the month of July? I feel this one for you, and I also really feel this one in particular. So let's put those to the side, and I will give you one of those, the deck that I've never used. We just use the keywords and whatever energy comes through. So we shall see what comes out for you. What abundance is coming in the month of July for pile number 3? Okay, sorry I flipped it, but maybe that was how it was meant to be. You know what? I am flipping it here, and I will zoom it in later to show you, even though you probably could see it. Oh, I have to show you this. I can't. I just can't. Look. You got love life and vows. Oh, this couldn't have been more perfect. Alright, so yeah, from this deck you got love life. And I'm gonna put it here. Alright, before we begin opening the other cards, let me pick out a door of divinity for you. What abundance is coming in for pile number 3 through the month of July? Oh, got one for you. This one. Interesting. Every pile got a really different door. There's absolutely nothing similar in the doors that you guys got. Okay, I'm gonna put it over here, and we will open this one in the end of the reading. So be prepared. Let's check out your oracle cards. The first oracle card that you got is abundance. Oh man, the synchronicities for you guys. I can't. This pile is just boom, explosions, abundance, love. I can't with you guys. Wishes granted, happiness promised, with the number 24. Let me put it over here. And your second card is joy. Again with the happiness. Oh man, and 26, by the way, number 26. Man, you guys, this pile it's such a strong pile. Okay, I will get your tarot cards now. Interesting. By the way, Deviant Moon deck, my first ever deck that I got as a tarot reader, so it doesn't look exactly pretty. I'm sorry about that, but I love this deck and I am not parting with it, so you have to bear with me. All right, let me shuffle that for you. What abundance is coming in pile 3's life in the month of July? It's kind of hard to shuffle because it got drowned at one point in time throughout the years, but it's still here. I think it's important that you guys receive this deck as your messenger, because this deck over here has been probably the most resilient deck ever. It's gone through floors, dirt, mountains, rain, storms, and it's still standing here to give you your message. So yeah, you got your first card. Thank you. What abundance is coming in for pile number, whoop, you got one more. Pile number 3 in the month of July. Feel this one, that one, this one, the bottom one, and this one. No, okay. I feel like those are the cards we need. Alright, let me put the cards to the side. maybe here. Yeah, okay, that's good enough. Let's see what you got. Your tarot cards. Your first tarot card is the Five of Swords. Then you have the High Priestess. And the Queen of Pentacles. How nice. After this, you've got the Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful. I feel like the pile number 2 got Ten of Pentacles too, but I don't remember. You have to check if you're curious. One of the piles got that. Ace of Cups. Since they're kind of long, I'm just going to do this. Maybe just push them a little bit further. Those are one of my longer cards, so it's a little bit hard to fit them on the table, but there you go. That's the best we can do right now. Then your next card is the Knight of Pentacles. Put them like this. And the last card you got is the Two of Cups. How nice. So I feel like we can push them slightly to the right so you can see them better. And I'm gonna put the door over here so you can see that better too. And we will begin with your reading. Okay, so you guys, even from the beginning, you got joy, happiness, wishes granted, abundance, like even literally abundance in the abundance reading, love. So first things first, let's address the elephant in the room, love. I can tell you that for those of you that are in a relationship, you are receiving an abundance of, well, first off, romantic gestures from your partner. You're receiving caring. They might help you out more. There is an abundance of little things that will make your relationship and life together, if you live together, nicer, calmer, more enjoyable, which is amazing. But definitely I feel like more romance is coming your way. And this last part applies even to the people who are far away from their loved ones and their partner. Applies to people who are looking for a partner, because for you guys, the ones that are looking for love, it's coming in like abundance of offers maybe. Because I feel you guys will be going on a lot of dates if you're into that kind of thing. And for some of you who are not into going to a lot of dates, you are meeting someone who might be a little bit older than you. And by a little bit, I mean a little bit, not someone very old and a lot of years older than you, but whatever rolls your boat, you're meeting someone that you will just click into intellectually. And you will have just a lot of things in common. You'll click, you'll just enjoy their company, you'll meet to talk. It won't even be oh wow, I want to marry this person kind of meeting. It's just, wow, this person is really nice to spend time with. And so a relationship for these people will form over time. It will be a slower kind of thing. I'm sorry, I've been talking for a while now. It will take a while, but it will be worth your time, like big time. For those of you who are going on dates, the second date will be the one. But take that with a grain of salt, because it is your decision. If you feel like the second date wasn't the one, then just go with the one you like. But I feel like for some of you, the second date will be the one. Anyway, back to the abundance. I see financial abundance, but it comes not as a gift, not as an I was gonna say insurance. What was the word? Inheritance, not inheritance. Apparently, not insurance too. It comes from your hard work. Your hard work is getting repaid, and your family might support you financially, but believe me, you're receiving a big sum of money from something you've put a lot of time into. And the sum of money that is coming to you is coming a little bit slower. Like the one you worked for, maybe you've been waiting for it for quite a while, and maybe it will take a little bit longer to come, but you won't be left without finances. I don't know why I'm rushing to say the finances. Who knows? I don't know. I think there's two groups of people here. The ones who will receive instant financial blessings, and the ones who've worked their tooties off for a while and are just now receiving what they've reaped. They reaped what they sowed. Yeah. Some of you are receiving a blessing of abundance when it comes to health. And I feel like you guys have been wishing for that for quite a while. And we've mentioned wishes coming true. So some of you, oh, this is quite specific. Okay, someone might be expecting a child. And this blessing, I don't know how much it has to do with abundance, maybe abundance of happiness, but maybe you've tried to have a child, maybe you've been told you can't. You are expecting a child, or maybe now is the time you can finally have a child. And I feel that really strongly for you, for whoever it resonates for. If that is the case, I'm really happy for you. Okay, so moving on. Some of you are receiving an abundance in knowledge, which repeats itself from the past pile, so maybe you should watch it. But yeah, wishes are getting granted, and the abundance you're receiving maybe is abundance of the wishes that are getting granted. Because I feel like you've wished for a better love life, you've wished for financial stability, you've wished for your home to feel more warm and be abundant of gatherings and maybe even just gifts. And it is coming true. Abundance of wishes are getting granted. You're getting an abundance of new knowledge. Maybe this knowledge will be gained through a person you meet. So maybe you're meeting an abundance of people, though in this case I feel like abundance is somewhere between 5 to 10, but even this seems a little too much. Things being considered, you're getting your knowledge from at least 2 people. So take that, not in a bad way. Maybe it's time to give up on something that didn't serve you. And I feel like, oh geez, okay, I'm sorry about that. I don't know in this small space behind the building how this guy just flew by. Maybe this is important for you. I feel like I was mentioning leaving something behind. You have to run, like you have to rush to leave this thing behind. This person maybe, for some of you. Because it feels like you've been fighting a lone war. Fighting for something or someone that just didn't seem to be coming to you. Didn't seem to like want to give up, didn't seem to want to treat you well. Okay. Leave this person or job or thing behind. It just doesn't serve you anymore. Whatever causes you to feel fear, to feel anger, to feel disappointed even, leave. Run. Like, go fast. Don't even think about it, because something better is coming. And if you make a wish, your wish will be granted. I feel like you shouldn't feel like you lost. You should feel like you won. You won the war. they're the ones that lost, and they're losing something really precious, aka you, in the most cases. But yeah, regarding the health I mentioned, other than the child, some of you are getting clarity of mind, abundance of clarity of mind, which will give you abundance of options to follow regarding where you want to go. And this could be like literally traveling somewhere. It could be like what path you want to follow in your life. In the month of July, it seems like you're making a really important decision, and I would actually advise you to think on stuff and make wishes, make decisions in July, because it seems like you're getting a head start on something, and it will go fast afterwards. Like for now, things have been going slow. If you're in a stable job and just it seems like nothing is working out, nothing is going well, wait a little bit longer. This is only for specific people who have put in a lot of time in their work and they are in a good position and people respect them and they feel comfortable in the environment, but maybe a little bit disappointed that they didn't receive the money they wanted, maybe, or they didn't receive the obligations faster. What I can tell you here is just stick around for a little bit longer, like a month or two, and you shall start seeing the change, which is really important for you, because once you start receiving the obligations, the respect, the money, even the time off, because I feel like some of you are fighting for time off, you will finally be like, oh, it was worth it. It was so worth it. And I feel like now is the perfect time to open the door. Everybody got different doors. Pile number 1 got a really modern door from, I think, a house. Pile number 2 got white arches from some place of belief. And I think you guys have a door that sometimes reminds me of a window. Honestly, window, the sign of hope. You have a sign of hope. The floor has deteriorated, but sun is still coming in. The door is still open and you have a way out. And guess what greets you outside? Nature, warmth. You shouldn't hide inside a place where you don't feel comfortable. You shouldn't stay inside a place where you don't feel comfortable, because there is something better waiting for you outside. Let's see what the door has to tell you. Walkabout. You discover your path in a sacred walkabout. The trees are your people. The earth is your tribe. The indigenous lessons, you find the will to survive in indigenous lessons. Interesting. I did mention nature. Yeah, maybe you should go out in nature. Spend some time. Meditate. Maybe you receive information about your path, where you're going next. It is sacred though, so whether you try to find it now or find it later, it is still going to be the same path. No matter what kind of a detour you take, you're still on the same path. But it really changes what lessons you will learn from the path you take. So now you need to keep pushing through and get the support from the people that matter. Even if you have to take a detour, just don't worry about it. You'll be fine. You will be okay. What awaits for you is wishes granted and warmth. So never give up. This was your reading, pile number 3. It was powerful. I don't know how much about the abundance I was able to convey to you, but it was powerful. And sometimes you can't pick what comes through the cards. So I hope that you received what you had to hear and that it helps you in some way. Take timing and things with a grain of salt. Pick whatever resonated for you. And if something didn't resonate, leave it because it probably belongs to someone else. I'm really happy that I had you over here for the reading, and I hope I will see you again. Thank you. And to finish this off, I'm also going to say this. It's been a while and I still enjoy doing these readings so much. I might not have as much of time because work and moving, but all things considered, I thank every single person who watches the videos. And I sincerely hope you guys receive even the slightest, tiniest bit of information that helps you in some way. And I can't promise when the next video will be, but I hope you guys stick around. I hope I will see you again. And I hope you guys do well. Be healthy, stay strong. Know that better things are coming your way, and that's what I keep repeating to myself as well. Alright, so thank you for watching. Thank you for picking a pile. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. I enjoy you guys so much and appreciate you. And I will see you soon. Bye bye.